Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We in the third installment of the training camp previews, roster previews for training camp. Miami Dolphins 2023 coming to a theater near you, man. I am so happy and excited about this doggone season. Great things coming for us in the future. But before we get there, we're going to go ahead and talk about safeties, tight ends. All right? They the ones be going up against each other the most. So let's talk about it. All right? So now, at tight end, we're a little thinner than we once was because we don't have Gesicki anymore. So some guys got to step up. We need the depth. You got Durham Smythe as your starter for now. You got Tyler Kroft. You have Eric Saubert. You have Elijah Higgins, Tanner Connor, Julian Hill. All right, now, in my opinion, once again, I keep saying that, in my opinion, because just the opinion we going off of. Smythe is going to be the starter. They signed him to a nice little contract. He's a decent player, decent receiver, really good blocker. I believe he knows the offense. That definitely holds weight. Knows the offense. I believe he is the starter. Now, between Tyler Kroft and Eric Saubert, I don't know. I would say Tyler Kroft is a little more athletic, probably a little bit better wide receiver. But blocking-wise, for either of them, I'm just not 100% sure. I don't know. So I believe backup tight end, there's going to be a battle. And I don't think it's a two-way battle. Could be a three-way or four-way battle. Because Elijah Higgins and Tanner Connor are going to have something to say about that. Now, who do I believe make the team? Tyler Kroft, Eric Saubert, Elijah Higgins. Those would be my four guys I believe make the team. Durham Smythe included, right? But who ends up number two, in my opinion, probably will be Tyler Kroft. I would hope that Elijah Higgins, Tanner Connor do enough to say, you know what, we don't need an Eric Saubert or a Tyler Kroft, but because they're younger options and they've got some skill at wide receiver. But it's probably going to be those three, Tyler Kroft, Saubert, Smythe, and Elijah Higgins, Tanner Connor fighting out for that last spot, and Julian Hill fighting for a practice squad spot, unless there's some other drops and pickups coming along the way, which may happen because you might get through the first week and like, okay, these guys are crap, so we got to go get some other guys, right? So that could happen, or they might trade for a guy, who knows? But I want to see these guys be available for their for their quarterback, get into some open space. I want to see some separation, and I want to see when you catch the ball, do you do something with it after? I need to see Yak from my tight end room because we did not see Yak when it came to Gesicki. I need Higgins, Tanner Connor does show some Yak. He showed some Yak last training camp, but I want to see Yak. Smythe needs to do better with that. Tyler Kroft needs to show us that. Saubert needs to show us that. All right? If they show us that, they can do something with the football when it's in their hands, then that's going to make me a lot more easy and feel better about the depth we have at tight end because I'm just not seeing it right now. Right? It's like we got three guys to make a real good tight end, and it should only take one. All right? Wish would have got Goddard when we were supposed to instead of Gesicki, but hey, we didn't get him. Smythe, pretty good. Tyler Kroft has a chance to be decent. Saubert, we'll see. Elijah Higgins, we'll see. Tanner Connor was decent last year, but they brought Elijah Higgins in for a reason, so you just don't know. Now, Elijah Higgins you might be able to sneak him on the practice squad. Tanner Connor might be able to sneak him on there. Julian Hill, we'll see what happens with him. Tyler Kroft and Eric Saubert maybe one of those guys you can sneak on as a veteran if he's not needed on another team. But you just don't know, right? And I wish it was so much easier at tight end to say, you know what, we got to keep a guy on the 53 because there's no way you can stash him, like I was saying for some of the defensive players in previous videos. But that's not the case. It's not the case. Except Durham Smythe, who's going to make the team. The other guys, you could probably stash any of them on your practice squad as a veteran. Or a rookie, however it shakes out, because you can put veterans on there now without problem. And that, to me, for now, right? That's before we've seen anything. That, to me, is a problem because I would like better depth than that. Starting out where it's like, okay, these two guys, they making the squad regardless. That means we had a high draft pick, or that means one of the guys we picked up in free agency were so good that he's a shoe-in. We don't have that. We only got one guy that's a shoe-in, which is Durham Smythe. The other guys, they're all fighting for maybe 4 spots. So, 3 other spots, but 4 in total, in my opinion. So, we'll see what happens there. I'm hoping for the best. All right? Of course I am anyway, because we need as good of a team as we can have. And if they don't catch well out of the backfield, that takes a back seat to blocking to me. We need guys that could be darn near 3rd tackles on the team. Like, that's what we need. All right? Guys that can solidify blocking, holding up just long enough so Tua can launch that bad boy. Now, let's get into our safeties. We have Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, Deshaun Elliott, Verone McKinley, Bennett Williams, and Elijah Campbell. And Trill Williams is supposed to be making that transition. All right, although he's a corner, I'm putting him in that group. I believe there may be 4 spots available. So Holland is a shoe-in. Brandon Jones is a shoe-in as long as he's healthy. Deshaun Elliott, Verone McKinley, Elijah Campbell, Trill Williams, Bennett Williams are all fighting for 2 spots. Now, Deshaun Elliott's probably making the team. Verone McKinley might be making the team. Elijah Campbell has a good chance. Trill Williams has 2 chances because he can make it as a corner or safety. Bennett Williams is probably looking at practice squad at best. In my opinion, I love Trill Williams. If Trill Williams is on the same trajectory he was last year before he got hurt, he's making the team. Now, whether that's at corner or whether that's at safety, I have no idea. But let's say he plays both. Position flexibility is high on everybody's priority list. So that kind of helps us and gives us one extra spot we can play with, whether that's at corner or whether that's at safety, because he plays both, right? That kind of helps with the depth there, which would mean you might only need 3 guys to be on the team at safety if Trill Williams can play both safety and corner. So the 3 I would go with would be Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, and Deshaun Elliott. But that depends on if Trill Williams plays strong safety or free safety. Because if he plays strong safety, then what do? Because if he plays strong safety, then do you let Verone McKinley go? Because that means you only have Javon Holland that can play free safety. Decisions. Thank God I don't have to make those decisions. But this one is going to be a nice battle to see who the starting strong safety is. We already know free safety is going to be Javon Holland. And who will end up being his backup? Is it going to be Trill Williams? Is it going to be Deshaun Elliott? Maybe he could actually play free safety. Is it going to be Verone? Is it going to be Elijah Campbell? Right? Because he's another guy that was actually pretty decent last year. So I'm interested really to see what happens here because there's some good spots up for grabs when it comes to the safeties. And they're going to be going up against tight ends some. They're going to have their chance to, lock guys up and hopefully helping the run game as well. And keep Tua from doing what Tua wants to do, which is getting over their heads and making them go left when the play is right? Just using his eyes. So everybody except Javon Holland, they're going to have their hands full with that. I expect, once again, Brandon Jones to make the team. He might be the starter, but he might not at strong safeties. So, and we'll see. All right. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die, boy. Oh, we right around the corner with it, man. We right around the corner with it. Veterans going to be reporting real soon. And then, some things going to pop off, man. Some things going to pop off. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. I'm out.